Hi friend, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are already subscribed. I took a long hiatus, but I am so excited to be back to posting. I'm still getting over a cold, so you're gonna have to bear with me. I'm definitely a little bit nasally, and behind this camera, I'm wearing a nose strip that makes me look very, very attractive and put together. So just be happy you are on this side of the camera. I have 3 different piles for you to choose from today, and we're going to be kicking it off with a fun topic that I've been thinking about. What would I like to see when I was first getting into witchcraft and just like the spiritual community? I was desperate to know what kind of psychic I am, what kind of witch I naturally was, and so today the topic of the video is what kind of psychic am I? What kind of witch am I? Just because I think that is so like cute and fun and a good way for you to leverage your natural gifts and your natural talents. Of course, everybody is welcome to do whatever kind of witchcraft they want, follow whichever kind of spiritual path they want, and develop their psychic abilities in whichever way they want. But we all have natural gifts, not just in the physical world, but in the spiritual world as well. And that's what I'm here to help you explore today. So, first, we have pile number 1, this Moonology Oracle card. We will reveal it as the first card in your reading if you choose this pile. Second pile, Past Life Oracle. And third pile is the Archangel Michael Oracle deck. Okay? So as per usual, the timestamps for each of these piles will be linked in the description box down below. It's a great intuition test for you to sit here, take a minute, pause the video if you need to, and see which pile is calling to you. Could be possibly more than one pile, especially for a topic like this. You might have more than one major area calling to you for your spiritual abilities and your gifts. So play around with it. Don't take it too seriously. Let's have some fun, and I will see you in your reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. I am so excited to kick us off. I am getting some messages right away for this pile. I have the feeling that you are very new to your spiritual journey. We have this new moon in Capricorn here. Your hard work is paying off. I think that you're somebody who is very well versed. Let me go ahead and zoom in here. That you're somebody who's very well versed in earthly and physical matters. You probably have a lot of earth in your chart. You're not somebody who has ever really felt called to the spiritual world in a big sense until now. I also just saw 33, if that's been sticking out to you lately. So let's get some more messages. Why is this showing up for you now? What has transpired in your life? I'm getting a tower moment. Something big went down here. It looks like I'm seeing like a castle too. Like almost like the Walt Disney World castle. Take that as it resonates. But there was definitely a tower moment here that puts you in like a dark night of the soul, where you turned to your spirituality because the things on earth were not serving you anymore. You weren't finding a lot of fulfillment in them. Okay, I have the full moon in Aries here. Climax approaches. Very interesting with that Capricorn and Aries energy, especially as we're going into Aries season 2. I believe that this is pretty significant for you. There's some pretty significant spiritual development on the horizon. I'm also very interested because we have the ram and the goat here. So we have a lot of hooved animal energy, and you could be seeing a lot of hooved animals. It could be a sign that your spirit guides are with you. It could be a sign that you're on the right path. You could also feel just very connected to animals in general. But your spiritual gifts are very much like of the earth. And we'll get into that more, but I'm seeing like, I have like this cow statue on my bookshelf, and I'm looking at that too. And I'm seeing this Capricorn energy, and of course Aries isn't an earth sign, but with that like hooved energy, it's just giving like grounded. One of your beautiful abilities as a soul and as a human being is your ability to stay grounded in a world that often demands otherwise from you. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. Yes, so this could be coming up for you right now because you're somebody who naturally believes in the hard work in life, which is not a bad thing, but you're somebody who does not like to take chances, does not like to shake things up. And I believe this tower moment that has happened to you recently is here to shake these things up. You maybe have always followed the book, followed life, like gone by the book. I'm hearing that song too. It's like, this is so embarrassing. This is like a TikTok song. I think it's from a musical. It's like, straight A's, straightforward, straight girl, but talking about basically somebody who is like the idea of like what you should be. Maybe you've always been like the perfect daughter, the perfect son, doing all the things that you're supposed to be doing, but something recently has happened in your life to change this. Okay, we got 2 cards here. We have emotions are running high with supermoon. Oh, you know what's interesting too? I'm seeing here like a mother figure, or like some sort of maternal figure, a mother, an aunt, a grandmother, and you, like this being your inner child. So something could have happened recently with a motherly figure that's kind of shaken these things up. I keep seeing 33 too. I just saw 333. And then we have the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. Let's see how you're going to be getting these answers here. And how can we lean in to your earthly gifts? How can we make it so you can create magic here on Earth in a way that feels natural and comfortable to you? Let's see. Let's grab this past life deck here. How can my pile 1 create magic here on Earth being their beautiful best self? Oh, okay. We have High Priest or Priestess. So some major opportunity here for spiritual growth in a big leadership sense. Like, I'm hearing Spirit say, like, you definitely have a lot of work to go, but this could be something that, like, is in your bloodline. Like, something that you're finding out that, like, generations behind you, like, it could be your mother, it could be your grandmother, it could be your father. I'm sensing more of, like, a maternal feminine presence, but this could be something that's, like, in your bloodline. It's something that you definitely have the potential to grow as sort of like a cleric figure in whatever your chosen spiritual practice is. And then we have wisdom here. So the way we grow in these earthly matters right now, you need to seek out mentorship from a high priest or priestess that can give you this wisdom. And like I said, in whatever your chosen religion is. If you're like, well, I don't know what my chosen religion is. Like, maybe yesterday I was Christian and today I want to be a witch. And like, this is all like turned on its head very fast, or it could be the opposite. Whatever it is, there's been a shakeup here, like spiritually. Maybe you have never in your life considered like what spirituality means to you, what you believe spiritually. But right now, this is the time to find mentorship from a high priest or priestess. I'm also feeling Spirit very much nudge me to tell you to be disconcerting in this area. Don't allow people to trick you. In the sense of like, don't allow people to let you think that they have all the answers. They don't. None of us do. It doesn't matter how developed they are in their particular religion or like religious study. Nobody has all the answers. So definitely you want to be very disconcerting and waiting for this mentor to appear in your life. You don't want to just assign this role to anybody, but it will be clear to you that this person is a mentor. And again, with the horse, like the unicorn imagery, we're getting like hooved energy. So this could have something to do with when this person is about to appear in your life. You're seeing horses, you're seeing goats, you're seeing rams, you're seeing hooved animals, cows as well, like I said before too. Let's see. What else do we got here? How else will my pile 1 know that they're on the right path? How are they going to get the answers they need? Interesting. There's a component here that's connected to your love life. Say more about that. Okay. We have vows. Okay, this is interesting. So, you know what? I actually get the sense that it's connected to your love life in the sense that it's not connected to your love life. This tower moment could have, I mean, it definitely was involving like your trust with someone, right? Like we were talking about, it could have been a maternal figure. And also I'm getting the sense that it could have been like a girlfriend or a partner here, some sort of feminine figure in your life. But you have decided that you're not interested in your love life right now, whether it's for a short time period or ever. Maybe you're not interested in doing this at all, because I'm getting the sense from you that you're feeling the call to take a spiritual vow, to take on a role of, like a role of like a nun or a monk. In other religions, of course, they have those as well. So please insert insert your religion here, but you're getting the call to take this higher spiritual role where you would like not have a love life at all because you're married to whatever specific practice it is. And you're taking a journey to get there, like physically. You're taking a journey, and especially what's sticking out to me is like monk, yoga teacher. I know that you don't have to swear off your love life if you're a yoga teacher, but you're taking a trip overseas to do this for most of you. Doesn't have to be for all of you, but you're definitely physically going somewhere. This isn't just like an internal process, but you're very much feeling the call to do this right now, to take on a stronger role in this spiritual practice. Very, very interesting. I'm filming this at the time of Mercury retrograde, and I think I'm going to post it on the day that I'm filming it. What day is it today? It is March 16th. I would wait until Mercury has fully cleared its shadow. I believe it's like the first week of April, before we make any rash decisions regarding making huge life changes like this. And then maybe like take some time to like integrate that into your life and say, is this something that I really want? Because I'm seeing that this is the energy that's coming up for you. So let's see, like, is this what you're meant to do? Like, is this the way that you're supposed to be a channel for spiritual matters into earthly desires? Let's see. We're going to clear these. Let's get the tarot, and we'll get some of the story dice, and we'll talk about this a little bit further. Very interesting stuff you have going on to consider. And on like a less like harsh note, I guess, like something that could be transpiring that's not as much like I'm going across the world to become a monk. You could be taking like a journey to study witchcraft. Could be going, I'm seeing like deserty kind of images. You could be going to Arizona. You could be going to California. Could be New Mexico to study whatever craft you've been called to. Maybe like a women's retreat. You're looking to heal, not just heal the inner part. You want to be powerful. You want to like develop your power as a spiritual being, and you want to develop your craft. Okay. Let's get some messages from the tarot. What should my pile 1 do about this? How can they best use their power? Okay, we have Knight of Wands. We're going to zoom in on these. Knight of Wands, going super fast with that wands, that fiery energy. We have Ace of Coins. Okay, so before I pull some more cards, I'm going to say what's on my mind off the bat. There's definitely encouragement from Spirit here to be kind of impulsive. And we always want to be like impulsive in a way where we're making we're taking calculated risks. We're not just like throwing away all the money in our bank account. And obviously at the end of the day, you are a fully autonomous human being. You can make whatever decisions you want. But this is an energy of calculated risk will be rewarded. Like fortune favors the brave, fortune favors the bold. That's definitely the energy of these two cards here. So Spirit is essentially saying, go for it. Take this trip. Like, this is going to be a life-changing experience for you in one way or another. Okay, we have this Page of Coins. This has a lot to do with ego death here. This has a lot. You could also be going on like an ayahuasca retreat, a peyote retreat. Some sort of psychedelic drug experience. Because this is definitely Spirit's like, you're going to have this beautiful experience where you're having this ego death. You're looking at your shadow self and you're integrating these quote unquote negative parts of you, and you're taking them and you're seeing them in the light for what they could be and how they could benefit you. Okay, we have Six of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so expect the trail back to regular life, or whatever you want to call it, after this religious spiritual experience, this trip experience, whatever it may be, expect it to be kind of slow to come back to your earthly senses. This is something that's very foreign to you, pile 1, because you're a very grounded person. As we discussed, your earthly power and where your psychic gifts really lie are in earthly matters. Like, that is your element. And so this is an extremely different experience for you to put yourself out of your comfort zone so much and take this calculated risk. You're going to be rewarded so much, but then once you come back into your normal world, expect it to be a slow trickle, because it's a one-way street. Once you go down the street, you can't go back the other way, because you know what you know now. And that's the most beautiful part about this. This is such a strong lesson learning time for you, and such a beautiful time for you to get to hone your power. And I just think that you're going to learn so much in this chapter, and have fun too. Like, this is not the energy of, like, some lessons on our journey are more serious than others. Yeah. I'm not saying what didn't happen wasn't serious, but this next chapter coming up with you doing this different stuff, this is going to be fun. You're going to be learning, but let's make it fun. And that's the energy that I want you to embrace as someone who I think is probably usually very serious and very rigid. So that is all I have for you, my pile 1. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave me a comment letting me know what resonated with you. Leave me a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and feel free to stick around and subscribe to my channel if you like things like this. I have a ton of new content coming up. I'm fully committed to being back on my YouTube shit. So if you like me and you like what I do, feel free to stick around. I would love to have you be part of my community. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this and you have a beautiful and blessed week. I will see you later. Bye. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what your first message is. We have orphan. Ooh, starting off on a tough note. So I just want to say this can mean multiple things. Immediately, the phrase that I'm getting in my head is the wounded healer. Like, you are somebody who's been through a lot of shit in your life. You have issues with your mom, your dad. Yeah, I mean, I was going to elaborate on that, but it's just point blank. You have issues with your mom, your dad. Maybe you don't have a lot of family. Maybe you were adopted. Maybe your parents were very neglectful, abusive towards you. Maybe you just have strained relationships with them and they were never there for you in an emotional sense. But because of those experiences, your psychic gifts and your witchcraft really lies in your ability to transmute those experiences into beautiful healing energy for yourself, for other people. It's big. I'm getting big Plutonian energy from you. I actually just saw a book at the thrift store. I'm kicking myself for not getting it, and it was in Rhode Island, so I'm not going back to get it anytime soon. It was about using the planet Pluto for transformative power, using Pluto magic. That's something I think you should definitely look into, pile 2, using Pluto as a way of creating pain into passion, because essentially that's what you do naturally, whether you know it or not. But I have the sense that you do know it. I think you're just here for confirmation, and I'm telling you that you're exactly who you think you are. Tell me more about pile 2. Okay, we have finances. Tell me. Okay, so you definitely could have grown up like in a poverty mindset. I think that this is still a sticking point for you. Not just in a poverty mindset, but you could have grown up in poverty. Money could have definitely been an area of struggle for your family. Parents could have had issues with addiction, with alcohol, and because of that, there was not a lot of money left for you and or your siblings, if you have any. And this is something that you still struggle with present day, like even being an adult, is feeling like you have enough. Is you're kind of in this energy sometimes of lacking or never having enough, because when you were a kid you didn't have enough, and so of course naturally like that's where you're gonna go. So I think that that's an area of growth for you to explore, either on your own or with a therapist. I think that would be a wonderful thing to work through with a mental health professional if you don't already see somebody. I think that this would be something that would really worth be exploring with someone else. Okay, we have persecution and inquisition. You could also be just the black sheep of your family. Your family doesn't like talking to you because you don't tolerate You don't tolerate their lies, is what I'm hearing. I have the sense that you've probably called one or both of your parents narcissistic. Whether or not that's true, we don't know. But either way, let's take what people mean when they're saying narcissistic. They're talking about people in their lives who have hurt them, who have gaslit them, who have been very selfish towards them and treated them like kind of a pawn on a chessboard. And because of this, you have decided to stand up for yourself as you've grown. And this is how you've healed a lot of your wounds, pile 2. But because of this, it's created some controversy in your family, either from just your parents or other people in your family who are like your parents or who support your parents. And they're like, why can't you just get along with them and go with the flow? And you're like, I can't do that. It's not authentic to me and I'm not going to do it. So there could be a lot of feelings of persecution, and because in a literal sense, you are experiencing these things. And I think that it makes it hard for you to find your tribe, to feel where you belong, and create kind of your own found family. I get the sense from you, pile 2, that what you want more than anything in this world is to have your own family, whether it's biological or like I said, found. You want to find people who resonate with you deeply. Let's get some more messages here. Okay, we have high priest or priestess. Interesting. This is so funny because I got the same card for my pile 1s, but it's a completely different meaning for you. I'm getting the sense that it's completely different. So this high priest or priestess here, you you have some serious ground to stand on when it comes to this being a direction that your life could take. For pile 1, it was more like them finding this person for them, but for you, I'm getting the sense that like this is you, and that aligns perfectly with the wounded healer archetype. You become the person you need. Like, have you ever seen that quote? I'm sure you have. It's like on top wherever, it's on Pinterest, but it's true. We become who we need when we were younger, and that is who you are. You would be absolutely fantastic in careers like social work and therapy and healthcare and things like that. I think that you would do such a bang up job. But if this is something that you want to pursue more like as a career or just a spiritual side quest, becoming this high priest or priestess is something that is totally within the cards for you. Okay, we have this Atlantis here. Interesting. Your aura, I think, is definitely like this beautiful like purple and green color, because you see how we're talking about your past for this energy check, and they're in sepia. And then we're getting into like how you have made yourself the person that you are now. And the colors have, the cards have turned to colors. The world has turned colorful again, where there was no color in your upbringing, but you have brought the color back into your life. And I think one of your biggest spiritual gifts, other than being a wounded healer, you can read auras really well. You definitely have a gift of psychic seeing. I'm definitely getting heavy purple green energy in your aura for sure. I also think that you could have some water in your chart somewhere. Dolphins could be very powerful for you. You could have always felt connected to dolphins or just water animals in general. Okay, let's move on from this deck and let's get some messages from, let's do the Archangel Michael deck. I think that's what we're going to do instead of the Moonology here. Archangel Michael, tell me about pile 2, please. Focus upon divine and perfect health. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I think that maybe your mental or physical health, maybe both, in some ways has been struggling a little bit lately. I'm definitely getting you should be eating more fruit. We need some more vitamin C. More vitamin C, more vitamin D. And if you are in the Western Hemisphere, that totally is in line with a lot of things that we're dealing with coming out of winter. Vitamin D deficiency is super common and something that I think you're feeling really heavily. You're probably feeling very depressed. Maybe your nails are feeling brittle. That could be a sign as well that you're vitamin D deficient and iron deficient. I'm not a doctor. Please don't take me at 100% at 100%. Google and research the things that I'm saying. I'm just picking up on what Spirit is telling me. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. I think so other than being a tarot reader, I am a therapist in life. These videos are not therapy sessions and should not be taken as them. However, this card here, the forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. If you are interested in therapy, I would, if I were you, I would look for somebody who is an IFS therapist, an internal family systems therapist, to look at parts work and see which parts of yours need to be forgiven. Because I think that that's your next journey. that's your next wounded healer healing themselves. That's something I think that would set you free from expectation in a lot of ways, and let you be, like I said, the person you needed when you were younger. I think that you get a lot of comfort. We have this God is in charge card here. I think you get a lot of comfort in knowing in feeling connected to something that is bigger than yourself. Truly. Especially with this card popping up under the High Priest or Priestess card. You are not somebody who likes to just believe that they are the god of their own universe, because we all are, but you like to feel connected to the greater good. You like to feel connected to the collective. You like to feel connected to the divine. And it brings you a lot of comfort and it brings you a lot of joy. Sorry, that's actually really funny. On the back of the deck, we have sense of humor. So you could be seeing a lot of the times like the universe or God, whatever you refer to the divine as having a sense of humor. Like when you're asking for a sign, like you're getting stuff in just like a silly way, because that's the truth. The universe does have a sense of humor because life is meant to be fun. Life is really this 3D existence that we're in is really just a game, an extension of who we are in the spiritual realm. And of course there's some terrible, awful things that feel not so fun, but it's important that we are able to continuously return to this childlike sense inside of us that remembers that life is supposed to be fun. And I think by forgiving your inner child here, like you're unlocking a lot of that, a lot of it. But you get a lot of your messages through psychic seeing, like I said, like with those aura readings. I wouldn't be surprised if that's something you've done from a very early age, where you're just looking at other people and you're like, oh, I see the colors behind you. And maybe it's something that scared you when you were younger and something that it took you a while to fully embrace as you became an adult. Let's take a look at the tarot and see what last messages we have here for you before we close out for today. Okay, that one like flew out. We have the King of Wands. Cute. Oh, this is so cute. And immediately when I pulled this card, I heard like, if it has to all burn down, let it burn. And I think that's definitely directly in reference to that family energy that we talked about, right? Like if you need to cut them all out, you do. You cut them out. You make your safe place where you need to make your safe place. I just saw 1111 when I said that. You create your safe place where it needs to be. And your safe people where they need to be. Okay, we have the Moon. Interesting. I think you very much have a love-hate relationship with your water, with your water sign identity. I think that you feel very grateful to feel so emotional and so deep and so connected. I'm getting a lot of Piscean energy, but that obviously doesn't have to apply to everybody. You feel very grateful to be so psychic, like so psychically connected to everybody and everything, but it's also such a double-edged sword because you're so empathetic that it can be really hard for you to create these boundaries and be like, actually no, like I'm not gonna let this person hurt me. I don't care that they've been through shit in their life. I've been through shit in my life too. And that's why I think it's really important that we look at this Knight of Wands energy of like, if you need to let it burn, you let it burn. You let it all burn down. Because I want you to protect yourself, Pile 2. That's definitely an area of growth for you as well. Although I'm hearing that you've been doing an amazing job at it, like night and day from like where you came from and where you are now. We have the Magician. This card is so fun. I like don't see this very often. Look how cute it is. I love these Garbage Pail Kids cards. So cute. Okay. So with the Moon and the Magician here, I mean, we're looking at major arcana. Your emotion is your strength, pile 2. It really is. And I know that that is an easy thing to say from the outside looking in, but I'm telling you right now, this is my pile. Like, I haven't done pile 3 yet. This is definitely my pile, like if I had to pick one. And I have a shit ton of water in my chart. I actually only have, I think, like 1 earth placement in my whole chart. Most of it is water. So I do understand, but your empathy and your ability to feel things so deeply is your power. And the key here is like transmuting that back into yourself, like not getting too wrapped up in the needs of other people. You are such a caring, generous, compassionate person, and that is such a beautiful thing to have in this world. It really is. And I never want you to take that away from yourself, but always remember that you have to protect yourself in that as well. That you always need to be coming back to self. Let's do, oh, my cat's bumping my tripod around. Excuse me. Okay, let's get one more card here and then we'll close out for the day. Because I think we hit all the major spots that I wanted to talk about. Okay, we have this 8 of Swords here. Yes, we need to be cautious sometimes around, again, like getting too wrapped up in the energetic needs of the collective. I think it's something that causes you a lot of anxiety and ultimately a lot of like decision paralysis. A good indication for you right now, or not indication, why did I use that word? Another good thing for you to be working on right now is taking off the blindfolds from yourself, is removing your own blindfolds, because I think that often you forget that you're an amazing manifester. You're hella psychic, like I said, but you are seriously an amazing manifester, but you get in your own way by adding the, I want this, but get rid of the but. Get rid of the but. I want this and I deserve it because why? I have decided I have this because why? You have reached this point where you've grown so much, you've achieved more than you really ever thought you would, emotionally, physically, whatever it may be. But now you're like in this place where you're trying to transition into like bigger things. Like my dreams deserve to come to fruition in a bigger sense. So I challenge you to look at that pile too. But that is all I have for you today. I really enjoyed this reading. I love tapping into your energy. I love seeing, selfishly, I love seeing people who have a similar thing going on to what I have going on. I'm so happy to read for you. So thank you so much for letting me tap into your energy. If this reading did resonate with you, please leave me a comment on this video letting me know why you liked it. If you liked this video, please leave me a like. And if you just like my energy and you want to stay and hang out, please subscribe to my channel. I have a bunch of fun stuff coming up that is centered around tarot, astrology, witchcraft, maybe ghost hunting, maybe podcasting. We'll see. A lot of different stuff going on. But if you like that and you like me, I would love to have you here. Stick around and join my spiritual tribe. Either way, pile 2, thank you so much for watching. I will see you later, and I hope you have a beautiful and blessed week. Bye! Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm sorry if the angle is a little bit off now. My cat totally came by and knocked over the tripod, but that's okay. So let's see what the energy of your reading is by getting into this first card here. We have explore your options. Interesting. And I don't think that this is like actually what it's supposed to be, but this is how I'm seeing it, so I'm going to read it how I see it. I'm seeing like this beautiful woman angel, and this is definitely not a woman, because if so, her boob is out. But I'm seeing this as like a beautiful woman angel. Like, I get the sense that you're like an earthly angel. Maybe you have a lot of like air in your chart. Maybe you just like look angelic. Let's see. Tell me more about my pile 3. How will they know that this is their pile? Do like a brief energy check. You could be interested in horses and riding horses. You could ride them or you could want to. You could always end up on hobby horse TikTok. Your home is protected by angels. That's so nice. Okay. But I'm not just getting like your physical home. Like I'm getting like your spiritual home too. Like your body is a temple kind of thing. What specific angels? I'm getting Uriel. Weirdly, I'm not getting Michael, even though this is Michael's tarot, Michael's oracle deck. But I'm getting Uriel, Zechariah. Any other angels coming through for my pile 3 specifically? It could just be like a general angelic presence. It could be a guardian angel of somebody who has passed on. Ooh, believe and trust. I love this. You could love the last Unicorn movie. You could love The Labyrinth. You could love, oh, what's that movie called? Just like Jim Henson projects. The Dark Crystal. You could love things like that. It's so funny because for this one, I feel like for your pile, I feel like I'm getting a lot of like worldly messages. Like these are the things that you like, but I really think that you do. You could like Lisa Frank. You could have a Lisa Frank phone case. You could have Lisa Frank school supplies, either when you were a kid or currently. See if there's anything else for you to know that this pile is for you. You could think that Adam Driver is attractive. Adam Driver could be your celebrity crush. Or you could just like guys with big noses. That's how you'll know this pile is for you, pile 3. And if not, you're like, what the fuck? I'm never gonna click on this girl's channel again. Well, if you're still here, welcome. Let's dive deeper into your messages with the Moonology Oracle reading. See here. Tell me about my pile 3's psychic gifts. What kind of witch are they? Ooh, be bold and make the first move. In regards to what? There's trees here. You could be pursuing an earth sign. We have luck is on your side in Sagittarius. Ooh, so this could be, this could be a lot of different things. I get the sense that this is about love, to be honest. That this is about love, this is about making the first move in a romantic relationship, not so much in other areas of your life. For a select few of you, it could be about buying a house. Or taking the relationship to somebody to the next level. Hold your vision. It could be about going on a trip with somebody for the first time. Definitely to like some like foresty place. There's so much like pink and purple imagery here. Like I said, I'm getting heavy air sign energy from this pile, and I think the way that your psychic gifts show up and your witchy powers show up is through communication. I think that you are an insanely good communicator, which is hilarious because I feel like I'm a pretty good communicator. I literally talk all the time for my job, socially, but in your pile, I'm feeling like almost like dominated by your energy. Like I'm feeling like I'm twisting over my words. I feel like you're an extremely strong communicator, and I feel like a lot of your power lies in there. You have the ability to make people do what you want, not necessarily in a nefarious sense, but in a sense where they like what you're saying. They like you and they want to help you. They want to do things for you. I think that scripting would be a really powerful way of manifesting for you. Just journaling kind of in general, writing things down, talking them out loud, finding like a manifestation partner, whether that be a friend, a romantic partner, family member, whatever it may be. That would be a really strong way of manifesting for you, because talking is a strong point for you, and just communication in general. I'd be interested to see what your third house in your birth chart looks like. We have it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. We have some fire energy going on here as well. Take that as it resonates. And then we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. Yeah, this is very interesting to me. I think that there's something you've been meaning to ask somebody. I do think that's in a romantic capacity. Of course, for everybody, it's not necessarily going to be that. It could be in a partnership capacity, in a business sense as well. Maybe you're asking for this new promotion. Maybe you're asking for something that you've been waiting to come through for a while now. And you're like, well, if they're not going to ask me, I'm going to ask them. And this is confirmation that you should do so. You are a good talker, and this is ample opportunity to do this. It is Mercury retrograde at the time of me filming it. I'm going to post this today. I think it's, what day is it? It's the 16th, day before St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to post it today. So It will go up during Mercury retrograde. So if you're seeing this at the time of posting, this is a great time for you to do this, because Mercury retrograde is a time where we want to revisit things. If this was a promotion or a relationship that you have once dabbled in and you never fully got to see the efforts of it, this is a good time to revisit that situation. Revisit that situation and get what you need to get out of it, regardless of what that means for you. Okay? So that is the overall. Now let's take a look at some additional messages from the tarot. Okay. Give me some messages for my beautiful pile 3. My slick talking pile 3. Let's see. Okay, we have the King of Swords. Oh, this is funny. It's funny because he's putting the sword directly through his cheek, which is obviously you're talking through your mouth. So why have you felt like you can't express yourself recently? Like, what has been holding you back from doing so? Is it Mercury retrograde? Because it certainly could be. Ooh, you kind of feel down on your luck. Maybe you're feeling like not so confident about like your finances right now, or like what you have to offer this other person. Again, whether this be in like a romantic partnership sense or in a business partnership sense, you don't feel like maybe you have a lot to offer them. So you feel like your confidence is kind of tainted in that regard. We have the sun here, but Spirit's saying like, no, you have this beautiful cherub energy. Like I said, you have this angelic look to you. You have this angelic look to you, and you have enough to offer just by being yourself, like by showing up and having this great energy. I'm really like associating the colors like gold, yellow, orange with you, and also just like warm colors in general, because we were seeing a lot of pink in the other cards as well. That could be a color palette that just brings you a lot of power. When you step into a situation, you could just feel really good while you're wearing it. It could be in your like season color palette. Okay, we have the Ace of Coins here. Yes, I love this. This is like such a direct translation. It's so funny when the tarot does that. It's like, okay, yeah, like you feel like you don't have enough to offer this person because X, Y, and Z, like maybe you don't have exactly you're not exactly where you wanted to be when you were offering this business or romantic partner this. But Spirit's saying, fuck that. You are enough just by being yourself, and you do have enough to offer them by sticking your hand out and offering it and taking the chance. If you never ask the question, the answer is always no. So this is different, pile 3. I like your energy. It's definitely different, very different from pile 1 and pile 2. You have something very unique. Like I said, very much air energy here, very much like Aquarian energy. I think maybe Aquarius in your big 3. It's very different from how other people like show up in the world. There's just something about you that's almost like alien in a really fun and unique way. So don't ever let the world take that away from you, because it's so uniquely you that when people see it, they have to remember it. Because love you or hate you, they will remember you. And I think that's like what you need to be reminded of right now. Because maybe you're feeling like kind of behind in life, like I said, like with this energy here, or like maybe like things didn't shake out the way that you thought they would. But you need to remember who you are. I would actually say go listen to some Meg Thee Stallion. I think that she is an Aquarius. Can we get a quick fact check on that? Let me see. Let's Google it really quick. Yes, she is an Aquarius. Go listen to some Meg Thee Stallion and channel that kind of like cocky energy. I think that will get you in exactly the place where you need to go. Because that is like your gift too, as a psychic and as a witch, is like when you're cocky and like on your like egocentric shit almost, that's when like things happen for you and things shift in the way that you want. Because by you showing up as who you are authentically, other people want to respond to that and want to give you the things that you want. So that is all I have for you today, Pile 3. I do hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for letting me tap into your energy. It was very interesting, and it's different for me to explore your energy other than different than the other piles, like I was saying. So if you like this reading, please do leave me a comment letting me know what resonated you. Leave me a like on this video if you enjoyed it. And if you like me and you like what I do here, you like this reading, please do subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow it. I have a bunch of fun videos like this planned in the future, and I would appreciate any support you are willing to give me. But either way, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed week, and I will see you later. Bye.